Wendy Shay, yes, Wendy Shay. Or say Shatta Wale ayadema. Hey, ni hukura dream. Or dream one on Tiase for uya in there Shatta Wale na Wendy Shay or tracks be. You know, in the industry, and then them the scaba equally is okay. When they say fab this percentage, Shatta will also take this percentage. But this time around, Shatta Wale say everything, the rights of the song, no, or them are when they say, and now or them are Rough Town record label. Now why when they say, like she's surprised, and I go tweet. I say I witnessed something yesterday, and I still can't believe it. At Shatta Wale GH gave all his mechanical rights on my song Steve Wonder and HIT to Rough Town Records. I don't know how many people can show such kindness in this industry. A king for a reason. More blessing. King. No way. Hashtag SM for life. Chemo, let me start with you. Who are an online person? I think you understand the mechanical rights when it comes to songs. You know. What do you have to say about this?
Okay, I think this is a good news. This is a kind gesture that I think Wendy Shay I appreciate it. Giving your mechanical right is like saying say ebia enumna me no ye no say utona sikabia ba ho afa. It's as simple as that. We have other forms of right. I don't know. It's in perpetuity. Because I will contribute to the song. I mean, acknowledging that you are part of the song is in perpetuity. The beer of the Fabia say, oh, Shatta Wale to me. And also you're right, by a normal moral right.
Okay.
And then we have mechanical right. Mechanical right in this sense, wakoton no nesi kaba hono. There's a percentage or agree from the beginning. Say, okay, anyway, say a cotton as a can ever banner, oh dear 20%, maybe 80%, and now oh dear 10%, maybe 90 or whatever, 50-50. There's an agreement. Okay. And you know, say agreement, you know, but Shatta bit me like, oh, me cry, me agreement, you know, me for BBA. And I think that's what he has done for.
Okay.
You know, Wendy Shay, so appreciating or become more BRTB. And you know, I mean, this is a kind gesture, but any can dear Obi, to me more. And you know, ma yam farm could now we soon go case artist be or no be I or no Zunian.
I know you're possible. So,
and artist be a bit me, I say. But artists are moving to me as answer your mona or your mama basso. As I said, when the Shay bought Shatta Wale abasono. I mean, say Obi a bibisa. I mean, why not a kind gesture and or the amount and you know, say Obona basso and say she. Oh, my mom for oh, as soon as I am a papa a boy.
Okay.
Because no credit say or no elbow when the Shay bought Shatta abasono. Obi so tree Shatta din that bibia or some gunya no Shatta and farmer. And for me, and yet only when they say the enemy who naughty boy was Obi so dear and so or so Shatta say on for bibia. And you know, I mean this is good news. And again, this is kindness coming from Shatta Wale. And we know Shatta Wale for some of these things. Say Bani say Opeso Mau Bibi, Opeso Bibi, or Mrekra. We know say he's that kind-hearted person. He can just give out things like that. So for me, I appreciate it. And again, when the Shay is also I are there, or anything more, my idea say Bibi or man fan
come out and to
no my yes. And you know, for them they are benefiting because Shatta Wale are within a right, you know, for them. But and again, they are also putting something out there for Shatta Wale to look good because why papa. And in mutual thing, I think from both sides, you know, be I there.
Okay.
Say a chow there now more niso now buni pa baswa bois. And or no so who say do is me the cha beboa no so the chow or no so I there. Into mummy na me bo ma ba so my there. And Shatta Wale, this is not unusual. He's been doing things like that. He's been dashing people things. So for me, I think it's normal of Shatta Wale.
Okay. All right. Abbas, come through for me. with Wendy Shay appreciating the Shatta Wale Ayaman releasing all his rights on Steve Wonder and HIT in Amawan, like every percentage should just go to Rough Town. What do you have to say?
I think it's a lifelong daily burden or the channel. These are not Sika one-time Sika. Where idea will be because will be Wachoska, whether you are alive or dead, Wachoska. And as that is a well appreciated effort. And no be an automatic will be sky or china or chinech. Like the way a sky every day or chow.
Every day.
Or chow.
Every day will okay from.
Because his money will continue to come. Okay. Even if he's alive or dead. Then if Sas can see what Jamawa. Even say every day cry no 100 cents never. Anybody or who are alive, I won't alive. So who about cry now, who transfers are right in the man Ubana Wabeji. Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, Omuni no Mudasu, Edging with Sika cry, as I scan cry no, almost Sika cry, and those chain artists be our life. Nisika. So imagine, look at the caliber of Shatta Wale. His listenership is nationwide, continent-wide, and global-wide reach. Watch out, if somebody searching and listening to some of his songs, do you get it? So I think it's a good thing. We need to encourage more of that from all sides. And again, it's understandable because definitely Bullet and Kassaone Shatta Wale was special relationship. And Bullet showed up for Shatta Wale severally.
Even Yoko cry.
A lot of artists did not show up, but Bullet showed up. It just didn't show up. He shared money to the fans. And yes, or Honumka or Saka Nadri. And you'll be a bit to me show up, but I want to make Kasadri. A bit to me show up on Cheska. So all those things are things I'm sure Shatta he really appreciates. He enjoys those things and he said that okay. So Madam for we are show me love. The only way I can show him love back is to dash him something that is not just once by continuous. And it is I think it's a good thing, yeah.
Coach Van,
yeah, man.
The Nation blogger.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think it's a very positive thing. I mean,
Shatta.
Yes, and some of us we are not surprised. And yes, Shatta but the reason why with Shatta sometimes never be saying we need to amplify it more. And they say, the industry know a certain perception about Shatta Wale. Anytime we mention Shatta Wale, we say Shatta. I say Kakamoto fi. I say Onodi Onye Papa. I say Onodi like he's biased. Oh, you see that kind of picture that I'm talking about. So when some of these things pops up, a boy to erase a certain mindset, any perception that people have about the brand Shatta Wale, and very positive. To say the Abbas again, for someone giving you the whole entire mechanical right or whatever proceeds that come from that project, okay. Should tell you say it is not just from owning a business side. It goes beyond a business side. First of all, no, to say Abbas there's a special relationship between Shatta Wale and Bullet from day one when Bullet was an artist. They had this kind of bond. And from there, I transited from one level to another. And before someone will decide to do something as such, you should tell you, say, be a Bullet and so I bibi. I saw Shatta Wale any. Shatta and so appreciate it. It could be loyalty, it could be support, it could be love. What you say. So all these things are factors that we need to consider. Meaning so people can say, why I say Shatta anyway, I'm a Wendy Shay, but it be a project on you be here the one, yes sir. That is what I'm talking about. Relationship is a factor. Aside say we are all sitting on the same table discussing, having a business convo. No. Ye business if you are. What is one special thing I'm between me the akayo? Say me bought days a dia. What is one special thing anytime we are not having a business conversation between the akayo? Ebi amene wo vibe bi, ebi amene wo special relationship bi, ebi ame ko amani bi mu, wo ye bibi soronko ema mi. So all these things say moving forward na me so me no ye project bi mpo na if I have to even forget about so let me get something out of it now. I don't care, because once upon a time when I needed support or when I needed something doing, there was a certain guy who also dedicated his time. So some of these things that we need to also consider in the industry, and it shouldn't be surprised. I mean, a business. Why any say no one way or the other no. Once what the nika baby. What you say? Ebi a china being so no so projects be so we here featuring be we here endorsements be so you one way or the other one song you can equally do that same thing as a way to also compensate. So why any papa, but him say be some of these things will keep on continuing. I mean, Shatta Wale is one amazing person. I've loved Shatta Wale, especially when he finds himself in his own element. So Shatta Eban element ni mu no oye adoya oye fina kumen. Okay. What you say? Especially when you are not pushing, when you are not the person demanding. Na ono ankasa de ne pe what you say? So it is something that over these years why and me I've heard and I've seen couple of people at Shatta Ehemu on supporting him as a stance now. If you go to some of the tertiary institutions, he's paying some school fees, taking care of some elderly people and other things. What you say? But akoya say Shatta Wale dia you forget it, but another person. We should pay attention. But whatever it is, some of us that we see, we hear, and we stand for the positivity. When we see some of these things, we will always echo and amplify. And kudos to Shatta Wale, kudos to the management team. I mean, yebo Shatta Wale abaso no, yembo the management and so abaso because say Shatta tiase na the management no they are not okay. Yes, Shatta na ye brand no, ono ye adwuma no, but say if you enjoy consequences no, enye adipa. So let's big up the management team and the entire Shatta movement. I mean,
still Kobe. Yeah. And don't you think say Shatta is doing this to tell emoji something? Say it's any emoji beat that say you have to give me this right percentage one farmer me, but Shatta is doing this to tell emoji say emoji I can do it, and don't you remember say me say me dem out.
Yeah, it could be a signal, but when it be sometimes say me no eye juma na want to be a bar. First of all, you be say on say before say me no ba be ye juma no agreement ben and ayeko. Industry was on only one of our biggest problems are you face here ha. E bi wo ha me de come and a shase. Okay. Me pe bibi efiri ho. At that time na me pe no na me ho enson ye. So I didn't think about so adia me no ba be ye ni 10 years to come ebia mfaso bi beba. You get what I'm trying to say? So sometimes some of these problems na ebani no it depend on our negotiation and our conversation. So we be hear more and we be some more if you do it is different say me no tana to have a business conversation. Now I want to do a podcast show. My bam so days actually yenye adwuma we na se ba ye be che ni say. Now two parties ni ati bibia se pese ye adwuma. Say e kodum pempren so bi if both of us don't sit and strike so Charlie adene ba percentage say na me so me pe percentage say na won so be fa percentage say na wo be de ye de be share adwuma ni mu na ye koye ni bia e bedroom pemprensu bia eno na e de high red no so ye de e ba no and to whom much is given much is expected. If I'm investing 90% of the whole thing you don't expect some fashion ba we will share the benefit equally. You get what I'm trying to say? But some of us we always pay more attention to the benefit, not paying or not, casting our mind on the investment na ekomu. Say abra eba be so aba, and san ebeba be den sikebi kom, and san ebeba be dum pempesu. Say if right now we are reaping from the investment now we invested now. First of all, let's consider the capital now was invested. Before now we think about how to share the benefit or the profit out of it. But most at times because I'm saying we don't start the conversation on a professional grounds. It will be like, oh Charlie, yenye ni say. So if we do pempensu bi ana I read aba. But with emoji case I think say it goes beyond that. Say emoji things Shatta ayeden arobino Shatta ayeden ewia bibia eyo no ne dia. Me I love precedents. Monfanko court. Let's test the law. at the end of the day so kono winia there will be a precedence. So next time obi nso so ekwakoye bibisa there is an example for us to back on. Say, oh, as soon as see the need and this is the outcome. I mean, it will also serve as a lesson. It will also serve as a medium industry. So be now you know so you picky maybe FM. So whatever KK whoever thinks say he or she is deceived or cheated, no. Let's test the law. At the end of the day, no. Then we see the outcome of it. Then we all learn from it. But say open say we the social media rant the other rant enkosi baby. Okay. But open result test the law.
Test the law. Chamo. Why me lawyer pa ko pe. See and test the law.
Yeah, my lord. Well, emoji asem no kra me kan bi ba me I remember say any asem bi chia. Okay. Intino. Ankomi anko said the na ye hu no. Sa atama na yoku asem. Yoku asem dan. And I said something say with the emoji issue there are two things I said emoji etimi prove before we move on, because after the claim we shut up a car say otua ne ka na tia otua ne ka ne say ne ma me no okay or no happen to the studio no to equipment in there. Two things are emoji so and say approve service proof of service say ampa adwuma no ne Shatta na ye and also there we can all know say we prove it. We can all see say obetimi prove because anyum no kra o tia o ti ni din ni wo o ti ne signal tone no ewo emoji intina not say ampa he participated in the job, but the problem is that now you have to qualify it. Say you are giving services for payment, and I say you were giving services to be part owner. A honor problem no one. Okay. So if you were giving services for payment, what you are because so ukosi obi dan mana e dan on kan. So okoton andim ga me na me see dan intino fam intino say obi ba se bo beat mana na bo beat ma obi a your negotiation no na betina ba bia wugina. At the time that you were negotiating, okay, say I'm part of the project, and I said after taking the money, I still owe royalties 10%, 5%, 1. Me emoji time I know Okasena, I never come here disappointed in those who were interviewing him. They say, Obia Musana say into percentage say no. Okay. Me who say oh baby or auntie here, baby or mama no kwanza nkasa. Obia Musana say asem. Musana say only no contract or say there be. Okay. Only ni formal contract, la Montreal contract be or say there be. Okay. And you know, say a verbal, say yes, and all percentage say no one can. And no one say or say the royalties one no account. But man, this all can baby that say, oh, me dear 10%, me dear 5%, me dear man, tin baby ada. And a honor problem no one. Okay. And you know, emoji. So obey me approve this ad there. And no, want to mean so there. And a macano a service in our render and independent or render service in what you. So if you think it is beyond just giving the service for payment, you have to prove it. Hundreds of paper in the bay and so on paperwork be there. May advise and say uncle now only I didn't because and yes or being to so about baby or interview be almost and say the percentage anyway. May I know may pay tier free no. Say, oh, Shatta agrees that Obama me 10%, and I mean agrees that me 50%. Oh, now who do me can say was this you or more baby? Into Oma say, you should be specific. Man, who's be able to answer our question either? And me, and none of me person or Mobibusana. Apart from that, we are good, and I think some of these things, like you are saying. Me will say or show emoji BBR. Okay. Because on name or no according to Shatta no emoji near Sembia. On the wire no wakaton. And you know no emoji na ne Shatta Wale. And you know say BBS ya Shatta Eddie mechanical writer chobia or on show emoji BBR. Emoji ni ho a ebe ne ja. Say when you say the other channel me person don't but no percentage percentage or say a one in
Abbas, emoji Shatta with Wendy Shay. They are Shatta Yama Wendy Shay.
For me, I think it's not comparable.
Okay.
It's not comparable. My chance, I would say I won't even compare it because Senator emoji doesn't have anything to hold Shatta Wale. And I heard my we understand those. There's split shit. So me na me here or no first of all. But I say maybe emoji no one you be very lazy and now per public sympathy any sign man. But maybe I hear quite kind of some there about music in Kwade. They will ask you. Senator Mobisa, what percentage now more agree here? To say I wouldn't need to know, I more agree 2%, 3%, 5%, 10%, 100%. Away. So there's supposed to be a split sheet.
Okay.
That you, the engineer, knows that okay, this is it. Now no emoji, no need collectors. So I won't go for collector. So why would she come and talk? We have any one me convo inside a mission. Baby did it. We did it.
The people say obey to me. Are there more collectors and alcohol collectors? To be did that.
Okay.
And say why did he? You
I had that case. I